Good evening and welcome to Warhammer Wednesdays. This is Once Upon a Time in the Old World, Season 3, Episode 6, maybe. Who knows? I am your Games Master, Jim, and this is my party of murder hobos. Okay, and we'll start this week with Exhibit A, Ilmar and Dan.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome. I'm Dan. I'm playing Ilmarin, the wizard. Oh no, we lost somebody already. Great. I'm playing the wizard magister apprentice. So I go around hunting chaos, and I've been hunting chaos. I just stabbed chaos in the chest. That's what happened last week.
We'll move on now to Roger, who is playing Johan.
Hi, I'm Roger. I'm playing Johan von Earthinder, and yeah, we did some bad things. I think that's about all I can really say without presence of a lawyer.
Okay, and last but not, well, we've got Dan dropped off, but we'll go to Aaron next with our Knights Templar.
Hey everybody, I'm Aaron and I'm playing Hagen Ritter von Delburst, the Sergeant Templar of the Order of the Knights of the White Wolf. He was a reluctant murder hobo last episode and he does feel a little bad about it.
Very bad. And last but not least, we've got our dwarven friend Dan Mordek.
Hey, boy gone. It'd be me, Mordek, and I have nothing else to say.
Okay, so if memory serves me right last time, we had a bit of a fracas up at the manor house. There you go. Oh, there you go. Where Ilmarin kicked off, murdered a couple of guards, and basically the party was convinced that the stereotypical blood knight was actually evil, which he probably still is, but we don't really know. But he was there for positive reasons. Of which he wasn't given a chance to explain. And Dan forced the hand by stabbing up a few guards, which led to wholesale slaughter of the guards on the front gate. No, front of house, I believe. And I believe someone got shot. It got a little bit hectic. And but they managed to talk the night down. The Lord Night down, and I believe you were invited to a meeting this morning to discuss the undead problem in the area.
Correct.
Okay. I believe you went back to the village.
Yes, Ilmarin may have gone first.
Yeah, Ilmarin went first. He slaughtered the landlord.
The landlord slaughtered himself. I shot a non-lethal shot in the leg.
Yeah.
And he was alive.
Although we did get back to find you standing over the corpse of a halfling.
Yes.
Well, yes, this is true. You did, but I'm telling you, that's not how it went down. I don't own a Black Dagger.
That is where we left it, isn't it? With
the very last thing that Ilmarin did was drew a perfect replica of the necklace that he was wearing that went missing because he felt it was relevant.
Oh yeah,
I rolled a 16 on my art test, so I definitely drew a picture perfect because it just suddenly vanished.
You picked the necklace up, didn't you, off him?
Yes,
right?
Yeah, and I remember it was like you said it was completely blank feeling, like it could get nothing, like it was hiding something.
Okay, and what did the necklace look like? Can you remember?
It was like a black crystal-y type thing, wasn't it? On a sort of a chainy type thing. Because I remember I also like put my finger on the dagger to make sure that wasn't creepy and scary, and that wasn't creepy and scary. But yes, I've drawn a perfect picture because I'm going to give it to Hagen to give to the Lord so he can look at it because it might mean something to him because he's been hunting these things.
Okay.
And I'm going to present the dead halfling who lied to us.
So you leave the crowd and the dead halfling. I presume you're going to get him buried or something.
I would imagine we'll give him to the Lord first and explain that this is the halfling that lied to us and said that he was the bad guy.
Okay, so are you going to send him up there now, or are you going to take him
I think
personally?
we'll probably take him in person in the morning with the meeting, and Ilmarin will probably hang back a little bit because he knows he's not necessarily in the greatest of graces right now.
Where are you intending on keeping said body?
In the bar.
Okay.
Is there like a bucket of salt or something? Because we've got to preserve the body.
A bucket of salt.
I mean,
or
would it
trough.
not be easier just to take the head and preserve just the head than the whole corpse?
That's just weird. There might be something in the corpse that he can determine, you know?
I mean, necromancers, don't they have a nasty habit of, turning up dead?
Well, you mean waking up?
Yeah.
Doesn't that take another necromancer, though?
Don't think so. But then I don't know a lot about magic. I just hear the stories.
I mean, I suggest we put him in a trough of salt to preserve him so he doesn't go all stinky in the night.
You find a couple of pouches of salt behind the bar.
I mean, I'll
Sprinkler sachet over it.
I can imagine it's those little sachets you go when you get to a bar and you get little sachets for the chips.
It's one of them salt sugar dispensers that you have to hold up. No, there's a couple of pouches of salt.
Yeah, we kind of cover him up and start putting him to one side.
As a precaution, can we chain him down?
Have we got any chains?
Or rope? Can we tie it down face?
Yeah.
Let's wrap the body in sheets and then tie it up
and have it face down.
Okay,
fair enough. That seems prudent, given everything we've been through recently.
Okay. And then, where are you sleeping?
Well,
not that I'm at all interested, by the way.
The tavern's empty, so
yeah,
perhaps we should do a proper sweep of the tavern, make sure there's nothing.
Yeah, because
dodgy.
Didn't I sense something from the basement? I can't remember now. Anyway, Ilmarin's going to go look around and see if he can see evil magic.
Yeah. Do your second.
Yeah.
Your wizard sight.
Ilmarin is walking around with.
What do your elf eyes see?
I don't know.
There's nothing in the tavern that's magical. You seem to be picking up a bit of magic off yourself. That wasn't there. Yeah, a bit of the dark wind, really.
Oh, why do you do this to me, Jim? Why? Is there any occult books or anything like that knocking around, in a hidden location or?
Where do you intend on looking?
I would probably start in the basement and then his room if he has a room.
So you have a look around for a trapdoor or stairs down, and you find one underneath a rug behind the bar.
Gonna go down.
And it is locked.
Can we see the lock? Is there a padlock on top?
Yes.
Let's see if this works. Yes! I opened the lock.
Okay. The lock
magic.
The lock clicks open. And it crawls off as it clicks open, sort of pulls itself along the floor.
Hagen! Hit him with a hammer! Ilmarin's kind of almost jumped on the top of the bar, petrified.
Hagen looks at Ilmarin and he's like, all right. Swings hammers right down on the lock.
The hammer, the lock isn't moving, Hagen. We don't know what he's on about.
Of course.
What is wrong with you, Ilmarin? Listen, I know this has been a rough night, but you've got to hold it together, my friend.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to open the trapdoor now, and I'm just, Ilmarin opens the trapdoor.
Glance worriedly at Hagen at the elf's erratic behaviour.
Yeah, Jim's doing this to me.
Okay, the trapdoor creaks open, and you hear some scurrying deep down in the darkness.
Can I see what it is? Because I have night vision. I can see perfectly in the dark.
Looks like things the size of maybe rats or something down there.
Oh, okay.
But they seem to have scurried off.
Okay.
Perhaps taking a torch or something
Yes,
down.
I will take a light down with me, a lamp.
Lantern.
Okay.
Yeah. Right,
Okay.
Go down.
You go down there. Okay. And little bit. Who's going down? Everybody.
Somebody should watch over
Either the
body.
dwarf's afraid to go underground. I'll
I'm
go
not-
down with Ilmar.
No, I'm in a bar. I'm going to get my feet up and open up an ale. You know what
I
I mean?
mean, you was wounded as well, so that makes sense.
Yeah. I took a
Plus, you refused to
sniper
go down the
rifle to
well,
chest.
so
Ilmarin and Johan go down.
Did Mordek get healed?
not yet.
No,
I'll look
no,
at him,
Hagen
I'll
will-
look at him
Hagen will-
afterwards.
Hagen will do a heal check on Mordek while they're down there.
So you get down there.
Keep an eye
and
on the
there seems to
trapdoor,
be
Hagen.
there seems to be something almost blanketing the light. You can see down there, but the light seems to be shielded somewhat, and you can't really see past your own hand with the light.
I'll try something.
Can you see anything
Nope.
magically?
You come across a candelabra that's standing on the floor with the space for one candle, and there's a candle there.
Can my second sight see anything?
This is something really not right down here. It's making your flesh crawl.
Johan, I think we should leave. It's not right. It's not right. And I don't suggest we mess around with that and point at the candle either.
As you go across, you see a mark carved onto the wall in the colour of red. Can you make me a law roll, please?
Okay. Law magic or just law general?
Law magic.
Yes, I
Oh,
can.
nice.
Wow.
It is the mark of corn.
Blah, blah. Why? What is wrong with you mortals?
What's the problem, Ilmar, in that? Because I can't really see anything.
Out now! Out!
You can read this mark on the wall now.
Out!
I don't want to stay in here. I'll get back up and go. I suggest we find somewhere else to sleep tonight.
I would rather sleep in the hillside with the wolves and the. What is wrong? What is wrong
Hold
with
on
you
for a
mortals?
moment, Elmar. Let me finish helping Mordek out, and then you can tell me what's going on.
You could see Ilmarin's pacing, visibly annoyed.
So you only heal one wound.
Thank you.
You just removed the bullet.
Just
To get out of my chest.
I'll
my
rub
gaping
some
chest on you.
rub some dirt in that. You'll be fine, Mordek. Now, what's going on, Elmarin?
There's bad
I
things
look
down
normal.
there.
You don't look your normal self.
Mordek, I don't understand. Why do these mortals keep messing with Chaos God stuff? I just don't understand it.
I thought we'd be fighting the denizens of the undead. What's this about that chaos?
Well, in the basement, there is a mark.
No.
Corn.
Oh,
There's a mark of corn down
say
there.
it. Stop saying the name.
It only has power if you give it power, Johan. Stop it. The murder god. And not my murder god, but a different murder god.
Now, then, should we not go down there and cleanse it of its taint?
You can barely see your hand in front of your face down there. The lantern didn't work.
And also,
Everybody make me a perception roll.
Here
we go.
Here we go. Yes, I can.
Wait, am
No,
I in a
No,
tavern?
I can't.
Wait. This has always what happens to me. I think I've done well. I've rolled well. Now Jim's going to throw an absolute spanner at me and do something nasty to me.
Well, do you notice
Only a
that
marginal failure.
Hagen gets the really non-important role very wrong at the beginning?
He's not in combat.
Yeah, the only thing he can do is fight.
Leave the unique monster's head in twain rolls that he gets. Yeah. Right. So you can hear heavy footsteps coming from down below. And they sound like they're climbing the stair to the trapdoor.
Elmarin, you've gone pale. What's troubling you now? Another
Hey,
lock
just-
dancing?
I think we should just be leaving.
Ilmarin draws
be in
his
this pub.
blade and points it towards the
I'll
thing.
instinctively draw my gun, but not just looking a bit confused.
And then I'm waiting and watching because
What is it, Elmarin?
I heard footsteps from below. Of course, I might just go mental. But...
I say, you have been having a bit of an off day, Elmara, and maybe you just imagined it. It has been a bit stressful. I do trust your opinion, but
This is true, Mordek, and my grip on sanity today, shall we say, maybe slightly slipped. However, I heard something. I'm going to peer over the bar.
The trapdoor slams open, and moving out from the trapdoor with quite decent speed, considering how armed this thing is, comes a it does look like Hagen, really, apart from the fact that there's all ornate symbols on his armor.
Well, Elmarin looks smug as fuck right now.
And
You all said he was crazy.
Better
As
question:
it
do the rest of
jumps
us
up,
see this?
see something else coming out from the
yeah, I think
Yeah.
it is a legitimate question. Can we all see this?
Yes, you can now.
Oh,
yeah.
good.
I was going to say, don't do me like this.
No offense to Dan. Mate.
I feel like my grip on reality is starting
Yeah.
to slip. I no longer trust myself.
Oh,
So-
I'm kind of glad we left the basement now.
Okay, could everybody give me their initiative, please?
Still 21.
Uh, 42.
Right, so we've got Mordek done at 21, Ilmarin done,
47.
Hagen,
46.
I'm just catching up.
Close.
Johan,
42.
42. And where's the old lad? Oh, okay. Okay. So this thing jumps up and it's got like a two-handed blade thing with it as well, and it lets out a scream. It looks like it should be human, but the scream that comes from within is definitely not human. Okay. Also, because you all made your perception checks as well, or those of you that made it, you
Not me.
notice that the
So
body,
just Dan.
the body that you wrapped and tied down is now thrashing around on the table.
Called it.
You did.
You did.
You did.
So do you remember when I
Okay.
said we should have cut
So-
its head off?
So we'll go from the start. The person who moves quickly is the red-coloured thing that leaps out the trapdoor after the big armoured chap.
That's not good.
Okay. And I'm going to roll randomly to see who it attacks. Because that's only fair.
Hagen. Come on, Hagen.
You ruined
Right.
me, Elmarin.
So we're doing it right. We're going to have Johan 1, Hagen 2, Ilmarin done 3, Mordek 4. Okay.
That's
Okay.
not fair, is it? Jesus.
Okay.
I got this. Come at
Okay.
me.
So
All right, at least you got a better chance of dodging it than me.
out leaps this thing that can only be called demonic. It has animal legs. It's got horns. It's got a cone head. And it swings at you.
It's a bloodletter.
It is. It does sound like one, doesn't it?
It does sound like a bloodletter, doesn't it?
Is it a bit small though?
Definitely not his Chaos Warrior friend.
Blood letter of corn. There you go.
Come on, Elmarin, you can beat that.
I mean, in theory.
And can you make me a cool test as well, please?
Yes, I can. I have made my dodge roller. So.
And don't forget, since you're in the presence of Hammersite, you get that bonus to your cool test.
What's the bonus?
You get minus, you suffer. Hold on a second. It has fear of 3.
Oh, so that's just the number of success levels that Dan needs to get.
Yeah.
So what bonus does Hammersite give him?
+1, is it?
Yep, +1.
Okay.
+1 success level.
So 2 success levels?
So no.
Oh, I would have would my advantage count now?
No.
No. Okay, then I'm going to have to re-roll that with my 1 re-roll.
Or you could use your fortune point to give yourself an extra success
Oh,
level.
I'm going to use my fortune point to give myself an extra success level. Thank you very much. And that's 3 success levels. So I'm dodging it and I'm cool.
Okay. So then, Elmarin, it's your go.
I shall strike back. At least I'll try to strike back. I don't know how good this thing is.
So now you get your advantage.
Okie dokie. Where's combat? Ah, there we are. It's reasonable. Yeah.
Nice.
How much damage do we do, Mr. Elmarin?
13.
13.
I think he like kind of rolls away from the attack and brings his blade round and cuts the arm.
I roll my
Nice.
1d10 now, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and if it gets whatever its demonic thingy number is.
Oof.
What
That
does
was-
that mean?
Which one's 7?
Basically, they've got like a value of if they roll above it,
Basically,
it
they
just
roll
ignores the damage.
Yeah.
It's like an
Oh.
in-run.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. So how much damage did you do? Sorry.
13.
13. You bastard. 13. And then we've got.
The other one I'm worried about is tanked up with armor.
I'll leave that one to Hagen.
Okay. Elmarin. Okay, so Elmarin, you hit it.
And gain another advantage.
Gain another advantage.
'Cause I need it.
Hagen.
Am I already in melee range with one or the other of
You'd
these?
have to move into it, melee range, maybe jumping up onto the bar or something, because they are behind the bar.
Okay. So Hagen will move around the bar and strike out at the possible Chaos Warrior of Corn.
Go for it.
Come on, Hammersite, don't fail me now.
Hey.
Okay, so swing against the left arm.
Okay. What have I got to beat? Is it something with it? Oh,
5
dear.
success
5.
levels.
5 success levels.
You
And a
have got a
fumble.
reroll, Jim. I should.
Oh, you do
remind
have it.
of
Yeah,
that.
you do have a reroll, Jim.
Oh no, we'll re-roll that. That was a particularly. Okay. Well, it's
So only 20.
only 20. Yeah.
22.
22. Crikey.
Oh yeah, -1. Sorry.
And so Hagen will forego the advantage he got there, and he will use his Furious Assault to swing again.
Okay.
I have to kill a Chaos Warrior in one fell swoop.
One can only hope. Yeah, not too bad. Plus 5, impressive success to the body.
Oh,
Oh, there we go.
So only 20 points of damage.
He's got this ability that if he'd have made that and beat you, you'd have took the damage.
I'd have taken the damage. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Isn't it 17?
yeah, 17. Yes,
Oh,
minus
17.
21.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, 17.
Yeah. Okay. 17 damage. Yeah.
Yes.
22 and 17. So
Minus his
Sorry,
toughness
they
and
take them
armor, so.
individually. He's going to have a
Yeah.
lot of toughness and armor.
yeah, I would imagine he's in like he's probably better than full plate, isn't he?
Probably. He's probably got like 6 armor or something.
Hammer's Eye's probably just bouncing off him. Boing, boing.
Not quite. Okay. He looks fairly rough, actually. To be fair.
Thank God.
Um,
In Ulrich's name.
I am going to move. So I've got the bar in between myself and the Chaos Warrior,
yeah.
and then I'm going to shoot him.
Do you want to make a call roll?
Not shoot the Chaos Warrior.
No, okay, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the ignore me, Bloodletter. No, you shoot the Chaos Warrior.
Yeah.
Cool. Wow, that hits.
And so yeah, it ignores any non-metal armor and 1 point of metal armor.
Okay. You blow him a big hole in his chest. Is it chest?
Right
And his
leg,
right
so
leg.
probably
Oh,
his
he's
hip.
up groin. Yeah, and he staggers back and slumps up against the bar at the back. And blood pumps out from the wound.
Nice shot, Johan.
Very nice shot, yeah.
I
mean,
Just hope there aren't any more.
we'll go all the way down now to Mordek.
I guess I will be attacking the Bloodletter.
Go for it. Make me a call.
Shall I make my call test first?
You've not got a very good history of call tests, have you?
No, which is a shame because my call is actually, 63. So in theory, it should be fine. There you
Yeah.
go.
Okay, nice.
Right.
Oh, he still fails.
Yeah.
So
It's still
Well, because he
failed.
gets +1 for Hammer's Eye.
I was going to say,
Oh,
he's
ah,
plus
Plus
one.
one
Ah,
to
yes.
success level.
Oh, yes,
you're correct.
Yes.
Well, thank goodness for Hammerzite. Okay.
Okay.
Is it chargeable or is it too close to me to charge?
Probably won't be able to charge into it because it's just of how cluttered the area is, but you can jump on the bar and give it a good swing.
Oh, fantastic.
Don't forget you'll get +20 for outnumbering it,
Yes.
unless it has Combat Master.
Oh, yeah. It's just, I know I'm doing double-handed, so
Okay. He'll try and block it, which he doesn't, but he, being the type of creature it is, no, takes it and you kill it, or it's literally you hit it, rip into it, and it like disintegrates into red dust and sort of spills out everywhere.
Is the-
I'll go on you first.
No, after you, sir.
I would like to apologise to our audience in advance when I say, what the fuck is going on? I thought we were dealing with necromancy.
Is the tied and bound and gagged guy still thrashing around?
Yes.
Oh,
Excellent.
shoot that fucker.
Don't kill it. We'll take it to the bad lord along with these two.
Is the Chaos Warrior really
One,
down?
the other thing's just dust.
Hit it in the head to make sure. Just saying. Go on, Hagen. Smack it in the head. I'd rather make sure, especially after that. I'll say nodding over at the tied up guy.
Jim, do I need to roll for that, or can I just
No,
bring
you can-
Hammer's Eye,
Yeah, you could just bring Amazite down onto his.
pulp his head?
Yeah, I mean it's a metal clad head, and it doesn't look the helmet will come off, but you can definitely dent the helmet further into his body.
Do that. And what does he have? Any like weaponry on him that we should remove just in case he jumps back up?
He has a really nice sword. It looks really, really nice.
Don't touch it.
Kick it into the basement or something.
Could you make
Ilmarin,
me a willpower roll, please?
Boom.
All right.
Hagen.
Yes.
So willpower or cool?
A willpower.
All right. Not my strong suit.
Yeah, this sword, it is immaculate. It's probably the best thing you've ever seen. In fact, it's something that you should have.
I'm actually going to spend a fortune point to get myself +1 SL and make that a marginal success instead.
That is a good use of a fortune point.
Otherwise, I'm running because I ain't sticking around when he picks that thing up.
You sort
you
of
imagine
reach
that?
for it, and right at the last moment, you sort of snap yourself round. But this sword, if it weren't for the fact that all your friends were, you probably might have picked that up. And you still really want to. It's such a nice weapon.
Hit it into the basement or something.
Oh, look, that's a beautiful blade. But
Johan, could you also make me a willpower roll, please?
Okay. Just willpower.
oh,
That is the best bit of engineering you've ever seen. Blacksmithing
Oh.
engineering. whatever. You need that sword. Yeah. Even if you have to make some bullets.
I've used a fortune. I can't re-roll it.
Yeah.
Is Johan involuntarily moving towards it now?
You tell me, Johan, how are you going to go about trying to get it?
Oh, I think we should keep that. I could turn that into something nice.
You absolutely cannot.
no, it's a beautiful sword, but it's a fell weapon, Johan. We need to destroy it.
Oof. Johan,
If I could turn it into bullets.
Keep it for them.
Chuck it in basement. Chuck it in basement for now, and maybe we come back for it later.
If we chuck it down there, though, anyone else who picks it up may fall under its sway if it's that powerful.
Or we could leave the building and burn it down.
Just destroy the sword.
Destroy the sword, destroy the thing in the
Turn it into
basement.
bullets.
The village.
Well, that is a risk, but this infested with chaos. So unfortunately, what is the protocol for the Empire when it comes to chaos?
Burning it.
Burn it. Just that
But,
is
I want to burn that sword in a forge.
Nice. Very clever.
Johan, I mean, as beautiful as that blade is, I don't think it's a good idea.
It could give us a weapon that would kill other chaos things straight away.
Hammerzite seems to work just fine for that.
the weapon of your enemy is not your weapon to use.
Anyway, Johan, you're a pistolier. What do you need with a blade?
Turn it into bullets, obviously.
Even the handle of the sword would look good as a handle of a gun. Yeah.
Oh, this hurts me so much.
Ilmarin sort of has already sort of creeped over towards Mordek and is like, Mordek, the sword is drawing him in. Knock him out.
Oh no. Because that's never gone well.
Or detain him. I don't mind what you do. Use your Dowie might to get him out of the building.
Mordek will situate himself between the sword and the two of them, just to kind of, and then if he makes a move for it, I'll be able to rugby tackle him to the ground or something.
That dwarven swine is getting nearer to that sword. You reckon he's going to attack it before you?
I'm assuming this hasn't removed literally all intelligence I have.
Oh,
I'm
no,
not
no,
picking
no.
a fight with a dwarven pit.
It's not, no, you're definitely not an enemy.
In a bar.
I saw what he did to an ogre. I quite like my tackle where it is.
And 100%. Yeah, he's a useful lad. You're not being funny, but why should Hagen have all the fun with Hammerzite? Yeah, maybe if you had a weapon like this, you'd be as heroic. And yeah, you know, imagine all the foes you could smite with this, and all the fiends, and you know, you could smite their ruin all over the moot.
Yeah, that weapon might be what we need to kill whatever's in the hills.
Not worth the risk, Johan.
Ilmarin has repositioned himself so he can. The sword is in front of him, and the basement is beyond. And
I think Ilmarin's right. Let's burn. Let's burn it.
Ilmarin tried to use a magical dart to push it into the thing, but failed miserably.
Okay. Ilmarin shoots at the. Did
Oh
it
no,
shoot?
it wouldn't have cast.
No,
He wouldn't have cast.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he would have just fizzled in his hand, and he was like, "Oh, not again." They're very good at this.
Ilmarin tries to push your fart out, but it don't work.
Let's leave. Everybody leave. Everybody
Make me
leave.
another willpower roll, Johan.
Are we going to go well?
You can make it with okay. I'll do.
3 success levels.
The reasoning of your friends is bringing you round.
So if I snapped out of wanting the sword.
Yeah. Well, it's still nice, and you'd still like it, but maybe it is calling to you, and it shouldn't be. But you know,
I'm just going to kind of hold my head and just walk away. I just want to get away from the sword, kick it in the basement or something. I'll say so. I just kind of walk straight out of the tavern.
Ilmarin goes nowhere near to touch it. He gets like a bench,
Slides it across.
and pushes it into the basement. He's not going anywhere near it.
make me a willpower roll in there.
Oh, bugger! I knew you were going to do that to me. No, I'm fine. Your mind's like all this temptation by corn and get out of it. Nudges it into the basement with the bench. At least like that's like a meter long bench at least. It's like
Clank, clank, clank. It goes down the steps.
and then I close the thing and then I put the bench on top of it and then throw a couple of other
Several
items
other
on top
things.
of it.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
help put stuff
Just
on
throw
top of
loads
it.
of stuff.
whatever heavy objects we can find.
So I think we have enough evidence for the Lordy Lord at the top of the hill to not kill me now.
Right. As long as you're sure as a magister vigilant that that blade won't come into the hands of someone who will use it for ill, I suppose this is the best we can hope for.
No, we need to burn this building down.
Don't forget the thrashing thing.
Yeah, we need the
I'll
thrashing
call
body
from outside the building, not wanting to go back in.
We've got our cart. We'll load the cart up with the big old armor dude and the thrashing body, and we'll take it up the hill to the Mr. Man with my drawing of that necklace, and we'll burn this place to the ground.
Jim, how close are the nearest buildings to this tavern?
It stands on its own, so
Oh, so there's nothing nearby. So we could safely.
So we could
Torch
safely
the
set it
tavern.
on fire.
yeah.
Okay. I think we should get lots of buckets of water just in case.
This sounds fair, and we should tell the village as to why we're burning down their tavern.
You explain that.
I don't think he's the right person to explain that because they think he murdered the other one, don't they?
All right, maybe with Hagen, Mordek, if you want to start fetching water. Oh,
Yeah,
I'll start fetching water. You make sure no one goes in that tavern,
Right, you are.
because the last thing I could feel the pull of that damn thing in there. The last thing we want is anyone else going in there. And I'll start fetching water.
We let's remove the screaming body and the thing and put it on the cart as well, so that we have that to take up to the Lordy Lordison, the Sanguinor, or whatever his name is.
So where are you going to make camp for the night, or?
No, I think we should immediately take this evidence up the hill. I don't think we should be waiting around now. Personally, I don't know what my companions think, but given where we are right now, I want to burn this down, get this evidence to where it needs to go.
The slight issue we have there is the bad things do like to come out at night, mostly.
We're a heavily armed group. We should be able to get this up the hill.
You've heard all like the howling and stuff, right?
Where are we
no
going to sleep?
fear against what faces us in the night. Elmarin's right. Let's get it up there so it does not escape us during the night.
Exactly this. And set fire to this. Put it at the tavern.
I mean, surely we should be here while the tavern burns. We want to make sure no one puts it out.
Well, perhaps before we set the tavern ablaze, we should let this Lord LaRue know what's happened there and what our intent is, so that he doesn't send the rest of his mercenaries down to kill us while the tavern is burning.
Then what if someone goes into the tavern and takes
We'll leave one of us back here to make sure that doesn't happen.
Marion's like, I can stay?
It's probably a good idea if you do. You're not exactly in the Baron's favour.
Fine. I shall stand guard. It's very beneath me. However, I will stand guard.
Yep, I'll stay with him as well.
Right. Then let's get this cart up there.
Can you drive a cart? Because I can't.
I mean, I'm okay at it. I had a 54 in drive. I mean, it's a straight shot up the hill. I think
After
it'll be
you,
okay.
then.
Oh, and I give Johan my picture of the necklace to take up as well.
Yeah, I'll take it and stick it in like a scroll case or something.
It is I rolled a +6, so on my art test, so it is a perfect replica of the necklace.
Get an approving nod from Johan. He likes his pictures. Like this one shows the one at Bortek.
So as you go up towards the manor house in your cart, you can't lose the feeling that you're being followed, almost keeping up speed with you to the side of you. And at times you look out and you can see shadows, but nothing sort of manifests.
Stay ready, Johan.
Yeah, I'll have my gun will be out.
Okay, you get up to the gates of the manor house.
Are there guards outside the gate, I assume?
There are.
Good sirs, I know the hour is late, but we have tidings for Lord LaRue that I believe he will want to know of this evening. Would you be so kind as to let him know that Hagen, the Knight of the White Wolf, is here to speak with him?
Lord is asleep. We're not going to disturb him.
We have
Yeah, I'll kind of go, you might want to have a look at this. I think he might want to know what's happening.
So
And
we'll-
I will
with
show him
a
into
torch.
show him into the box. This
Keep that thing away from us.
this thing was dead and is ish not. There's definitely been some foul sorcery afoot. And did we bring the Chaos Warrior as well?
Yep. There's a cult of chaos here within this village, as well as anything that may be slipping across the border from Sylvania. The Lord should know of this before anyone else.
Our friend said it was the Chaos Murder God.
Oh, I suggest you bring it back in the morning, but you're not bringing that into the confines of the camp.
Does the Lord have a seneschal or master of arms that we may speak with this evening so that at least the information is passed to him as soon as he wakes in the morning?
There's Sergeant Ryjon, but I'll go and get him.
Thank you.
Okay. About 10 minutes later, a man in hairy red long johns, the type that have got the flap on the backside, typical of Gold Rush America. You know what I mean, Aaron.
I do indeed.
Yeah. All Americans have got to have some pair, surely.
Of course. Standard issue.
It's all he's wearing, and he sort of comes down rubbing his eyes. Yes, what is it I can do for you?
Sergeant, I apologize for pulling you out of your bed, but when we returned to the village after our meeting with Lord LaRue, well, we were set upon by the tavern keeper who had been feeding us false information about the Lord. It became evident that he was a necromancer. He was killed wearing a necklace, and we show him the picture of it, looking like this. And then, as you can tell, has returned from the dead and is trying to fight his way out of his bindings. While we were attempting to understand what was going on in the tavern, we were also beset upon by a demon and this chaos champion. Clearly, there's more going on here than we had expected, and I just felt that the Lord LaRue should know the moment that he wakes up, if not earlier, that there is more to be concerned about than simply something from Sylvania slipping across the border.
I will raise this with him as soon as he rises in the morning. I suggest you keep hold of these things now. They are not to come within the confines of this
I
camp.
completely understand, Sergeant. Would you at least witness them so that you can describe to him what we brought before you tonight, please?
Indeed, I will.
Thank you for your time, Sergeant. We'll return to the village. Please also inform the Lord that due to the chaos altar that was found beneath the tavern and the weaponry of this fell chaos knight, we are burning the tavern down in accordance with Sigmar's rights.
So do
that
not be
fire
alarmed
that
if you see a
that
blaze.
fire he sees, yes, well, is
As
simply
long
that.
as you're not destroying evidence of things that you have done yourselves.
If that was the case, we would not have even brought this before.
Well, there are many ways of masking things.
You're more than welcome to return with us right now to the tavern and do your own investigation before we burn it.
I have been given my orders. You've been invited, I believe, to
the planning briefing. Yes,
yes.
I will be there.
Okay. Then I bid you good night. And he takes the two guards to one side and he says something to them, and then he wanders back up the hill.
Do we hear what he says to them?
Yeah, make me a very hard perception roll.
You could have just said no, just very hard. No.
Nope. That's a big old no.
So you head back down. Right, and Warren, you stood watching. Are you setting fire to the tavern? Or?
No, not until they come back and tell me it's okay to set fire to it.
Okay, and Mordek, what do you do?
I imagine we're both
Keeping an eye on Ilmar.
Okay.
Imagine we're just talking about the hubris of the young races and how, useless they are when it comes to these things like chaos and whatnot.
Okay.
And how we've become a poop magnet, all that kind of stuff.
So this large wolf-like dog comes wandering into the village confines. It's not aggressive at all. It just sort of whimpers and comes and stands in between you and Mordek.
I'm going to pet it.
Huh?
I'm going to pet it on the top.
It sort of comes in and sort of leans against you, sort of thing. and whimpers a little bit.
Oh, no, elves are, like all living creatures, we're pretty good for that.
Mordek, as Ilmarin starts to pet the dog, the wolf-like dog, you realise that it's quite underfed. In fact, it's really underfed. It's that much underfed that you can see its rib cage sticking out of its rotted flesh.
Oh, fuck.
I'm assuming I can't see that from my side.
Yeah, it's just been, but it isn't being aggressive to Ilmarin. It's.
I will say, can Ilmarin speak Dawi?
Yeah. No, actually, I can't speak Kalazid. I've been trying to learn from you, but I can't speak Kalazid.
In which case, I will say, it be dead, Ilmarin.
Ilmarin takes a slight side step away.
It snuggles back up to you again.
Is it because you've got the necklace?
I don't have the necklace.
Oh.
It went missing. Though I have something. I have a feeling it has something to do with the fact that Jim said I sent some slightly dark magic on myself earlier.
Maybe it didn't go missing. Maybe it's just messing with your head.
Everything always ends up messing with Ilmarin. I feel like the elf is like the personal messing tool. Ilmarin's not sure what to do right now because this dog's not being aggressive to him. It doesn't feel like I don't know what to do.
Can I take a animal care roll to see how long it's been dead for?
Yeah, go for it.
No, I haven't got a clue.
It's still alive.
Probably been dead a few hours.
Okay.
Okay. Ilmarin genuinely doesn't know what to do right now. He's not far enough along in his magic training to work out necromancy.
Maybe Mordek is hallucinating.
I'm gonna continue patting his head because I don't want it to get aggressive, and I'm gonna look over to see what's on the other side because obviously Mordek has seen something. I look over. What do I see?
Towards.
I'm gonna look at the other side of the dog.
So you can see the rib cage and stuff.
Well, potentially, I don't know.
If it's there.
It's quite a nice coat. It's been well looked after. Yeah, you guess it were almost a wolf, but wolves aren't this friendly.
I mean, are you sure, Mordek? Looks okay to me.
Its ribs are poking out of its sides. Of course it'd be dead, lad.
I can't.
Why don't you do some of that finangly magic and see what it is?
Okay. I mean, I think you're being crazy, Mordek, but okay, that's fine. I shall use my second sight to see if I can see anything on this, what appears to be a lovely, friendly, wolfy dog. I'm going to use second sight, Jim. Can I see any magic?
At first, it just seems just like a normal dog, but you put a little bit of extra effort in and a little bit, and it sort of peels back another curtain. And yeah, true to Mordek's word, this thing looks like it's been dead months.
Right.
Imari's genuinely upset about this because it's a perversion of nature, and the elves do not appreciate perversions of nature.
You also pick up something very black on you.
Very black on me?
Yeah.
Can I identify it?
There's an aura of blackness.
Is it just an aura, or is there something like, can I physically see something on me or sense something on myself?
Potentially your upper chest, where something would normally hang if you had a necklace or an amulet on. But you sort of look down, you can't see anything there.
Can I try and pierce this veil? It is clearly now upon me. Is there any, can I do a magical lore roll to see if I can identify what's potentially going on?
Yeah, go for it.
I mean, this probably won't go well for me because, I don't know, +3.
Okay, so you think somehow that you have absorbed this this necromantic amulet or whatever this halfling had got.
Actually, within me.
Yeah, and you sort of catch the bottom of it, and it's as if you're wearing it around your neck.
Can I pull it off?
You grab hold of it, but as you pull, you can feel your skin sort of pulling.
Can I push through the pain?
Yes. Okay.
What do you want me to roll? I've got to get this off me.
Oof.
Endurance, maybe, if it's pain.
Yeah, an endurance roll.
Okay. Yeah, endurance. I'm not too bad at. No, I can't push through the pain. I'm a big old wimp.
Yeah. It's
Poke
almost
yourself.
like
Ow.
it's there. Mordek, you see Ilmarin, he's pulling at something, but all you can see is like a shard shape on his upper chest, and it's black. There's no chain there or anything. It's like it's tattooed on him there.
I'm going to hit the wolf.
Okay. I forgot about the wolf. Smack the wolf one.
Well, that's something I can't deal with. I can hit the undead wolf. I can manage that. I can't manage weird black crystals stuck in people's chests.
Neither
I'm a
can I.
dwarf.
Go for it.
Okay, let's do this. Have it.
Wow.
That's 2 hits.
21 and a 12.
So that's 26.
It is going to try. It's going to try and block it.
Does reduce it.
It does. And again. Okay, so how much damage do you do, buddy?
It was 26. Did I get to charge it?
You stood right next to it.
And then, yeah, just 26, I believe.
26. Okay.
I think it's 11 and 12.
Is it?
Yeah.
11?
Yeah, because you did get 13, but Jim got +2, so that knocks it down by
Oh,
2.
yeah, no, I didn't take into what he got into account.
Yeah, and then it
Yeah.
swaps to a 12, so it becomes +6, doesn't it? So it becomes actually
Yeah.
no, so it's 11 and 14 because he rolled a 0 for his second block. Or does he
Oh,
just roll one
he,
block?
He only rolls 1 block.
All right, so it would be so you're right. So it would be 11 and 12.
Yeah, it would be 2 separate hits, so he
20,
just gets armor
yeah.
and toughness against both.
Don't encourage him with armor. He's a wolf.
I mean, it's not likely got any armor, but he will have toughness.
Yeah.
Okay. It tries to bite you back.
Oh, dear.
Oh my god.
Sure. Those rolls are back there.
It bites that hard. It misses you and it bites the earth.
Does it present as an attack opportunity?
You can get a free attack here. Go for it.
Really? Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Well, it did fumble.
Marginal failure. Unless there are any bonuses to hit it.
Well, he has to try and block you first, so
Yeah,
he might roll
fair enough.
terribly. No, he does block.
He does, yeah.
You lose your advantage, and he gains advantage. Dun, dun,
It tries to.
dun.
You're
Can I?
totally enamored in trying to get this necklace from
Oh,
around you.
absolutely. Let me know when I can roll something again to try and get it off me.
Okay.
You get to roll and block, Dan.
Oh, come on, you silly machine. Oh, I know.
You do block it
Yeah.
because it got -4. So
Right,
now
I'll
you
have my-
gain advantage.
Gain
and
my
it
advantage
loses.
back, thank you.
Longest fight ever. Direwolf
Yeah.
versus Mordek.
And
Well,
I
we're
like that
about
the
to
elves
say-
just kind of stood there watching.
He's
It's
not
all right,
watching.
Mordek, you've got this.
Imaran's busy trying to.
We're both at the same height as well, I would imagine. So to me, it's that roll. Come on, there we go. Critical as well.
There you
Have
go.
it.
Wow. Critical. Boss.
See what the wolf does.
Yeah. Can it get a +2?
Still get the critical still goes through.
Oh,
Critical
it
still
still
goes through.
it
though.
still will take the crit though.
Can't believe this is the best. It's the best fight ever.
Nice strike.
Can an undead thing bleed? I
No.
wouldn't have thought they'd gain the bleed.
No,
damage.
but it could maybe stumble,
It could stumble.
gain in the prone condition, and 2 wounds.
It'll gain the 2 wounds, but it's not stumbling.
Did it take the damage from my other attack?
No, because it
No.
actually technically dodged it.
Both it. Okay, fair enough. All right.
Okay, it bites you back. Oh,
I believe in you, Mordek. You can do this.
Another crit. Nice.
Oh, second crit in a row.
This is wasting all these good rolls now.
Yeah.
low blow.
It's always at the low blow.
Another one.
You somehow hit it between the tail.
Yeah, you lob its undead old fella off.
More
It
It would have dropped off eventually anyway. So
Yeah.
I think we changed his name to Mordek.
Like,
Wang Slayer.
you don't know how
Wang
many
Slayer.
times I have actually withstood that as an opening comment for a barroom fight with Mordek. But yeah, okay. You chop it at the back, hind legs. Something falls off it, and it yelps out with a real sort of hiss, almost like air coming out of a balloon, and it drops to the floor.
excellent.
Almost like
I'll.
a bag of bones.
Ah, okay.
You can't get rid of this necklace from around your neck at the moment, Elmarin.
I've pulled out a dagger.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, that escalated.
He's going to attempt to cut it off his chest.
Okay, make me a endurance roll.
Yeah, he's praying to all of his gods right now. Assyrian, guide my hand. Yeah, Augustus.
Okay. As you cut into your skin, take 1 wound,
Yeah, absolutely.
it becomes corporeal around your neck.
As in, I can feel it. It's actually like become
it's
existent.
there. Yeah.
Then I'm going to instantly over my head and throw it.
Okay.
Throw it where?
Watch it on the floor away from me.
It's lying there in the dirt.
Not touching it.
And you notice there's
Do I see it now?
yeah.
Oh, good. Okay.
Say again.
I was just saying good. That well, it means he's not crazy. If I can see it as well.
Okay.
Unless you're crazy too.
And I was like, oh.
Okay. So Johan and Hagen come back down the hill with their cart with the thrashing body in the back.
So is the wolf actually down or is it just yelping?
It looks like a
That's
sack
dead.
of bones.
What's going on?
Found the necklace.
We had a bit of an encounter with some sort of undead direwolf thing,
I mean, he was very friendly to begin with.
which I say makes things a bit more confusing because are
No,
we dealing with?
It's the necklace. It's dark necromantic powers, and it somehow penetrated my body, and I was necromantic.
And that be on the halfling
That was on the halfling. Yeah, that belonged to the halfling.
who ran the bar,
Yeah, who ran the bar, who's now moving in the back there, but he's dead.
and I say was sitting on top of a shrine of corn and a bloodletter and a Cash Warrior. Does anyone else think this don't make any sense?
None whatsoever. But then,
Okay.
do the situations we seem to find ourselves in Mordek ever make much sense?
Being honest, Mordek, the day I understand chaos, Sigmar strike me down.
This bolt of
Oh.
lightning. No.
I was about to say, don't give Jim that.
Well, we can't leave that necklace just on the ground. We have to put it in some sort of chest or something, lock it away.
We can't touch it. We can't touch it because literally, when I picked it up and it disappeared, and I thought someone had stolen it from me, it had buried itself into my body, Hagen. And
Maybe pick it up with a blade or something, scoop it into a box without
Perhaps-
touching it. I
Perhaps
don't. We just
Hammersite
we
would
can't
protect
leave
you
it
from
here.
it.
I'm not going anywhere near that. That made me necromantic and dark. And that dog that's clearly dead was trying to snuggle me.
I mean, if we open the door, could you
Maybe it
smack
just
it with
like your
Hammersite
aroma.
into the tavern, and then we'll burn the tavern down on top of it?
What if that doesn't destroy it?
I mean, if you just, I don't know. But if it's as dangerous as Ilmarin says, we can't carry it around with us.
Well, it is the necromantic power. That's where the halfling was getting the power from.
So as you stood there, Johan, this idea comes into it and it becomes really crystal and really, and you, Hagen, maybe you could use that sword to smash it.
Kind of.
It's obviously some sort of magical gem, and maybe that sword that seemed so well crafted would be able to do something with the gem.
Hagen resists that urge and instead brings Hammersite around onto the jewel to try to crush it with Hammersite.
Okay. So you bring it down, and you hear it. Well, it clumps as it hits the floor, but as you raise Hammersite up, it's there, shattered into quite a few pieces.
I'm going to look at it with second sight. Is it still doing magic-y crap?
You still reckon that sword would have smashed it into more pieces?
I'm just going to kind of walk over, upend some lamp oil over it.
We can definitely all see that it's been shattered, yeah?
That's a really good idea, actually, Johan, to burn it. Maybe if you upended some lamp oil on that nice blade down there, you'd have a flaming sword that could do damage to it.
Kind of twitch slightly, but I'm just
No,
going to
I wouldn't
torch the
Wouldn't know
thing.
that the greater heat of a forge be more effective in destroying it?
Still wouldn't trust picking it up.
Yeah, I don't want to touch it. Had enough experiences today. I think touching that is not a good one.
I had to cut open my own chest. This is not something I felt I was going to have to go through
Do
ever.
you want me to look at that?
No, I will heal in time. Elves heal quickly. I'll be all right. But yes, no, no. This has not been a good day. I do not want. So just burn it, burn the shack, the inn, and we shall go and sleep somewhere else.
I say, if we camp near the fire, then we'll be warm tonight.
True. And then we can also stop any villagers from straying in or trying to put the fire out.
Whilst on watch.
Right, let's make sure the fire's taken to the point where no one can put it out first.
I'm not going in there. I'm happy to throw oil in from from out here.
From the outside.
I'm happy to roll a barrel of oil inside. I don't mind that, but I'm not going inside that place. I don't know.
I mean, only the one Ilmarin uses to coat himself with.
Hey. That is not flammable oil.
It's scented.
You see this beautiful elven skin? Of course you do, because it's beautiful. It takes a lot of maintenance.
You deserve it.
That's right, I do, Mordek. I do.
I'll say in Kazalid to Mordek, what a ponce.
Ilmarin is well aware you've just said something about him. He doesn't need to understand Khalazid to know that the laugh that Mordek is doing right now it definitely means you said something. It's like, you're just jealous, Johan. You'll never be as beautiful as me.
Oh.
Shake his head to the laughable thought that he's proud that he doesn't have a mustache. Right, let's torch the building.
Okay. It goes up.
So yeah,
And
we'll make sure we've got a lot of water just in case.
Okay.
And Ilmarin almost feels gleeful that the building's on fire, for Ilmarin likes fire. As we've gathered from other episodes where he's set his hair on fire and other bits and pieces.
Okay. You crash down in a nearby house that's been abandoned.
Oh yeah, that one I jumped through the window was empty, wasn't it?
Yep. Ah, well, you go down there and there's actually a family there. It turns out that they were hiding down in their basement, their cellar.
Oh, I
Hagen
apologize.
Hagen would stay outside the burning tavern because he's concerned that either something's going to still come out of that cellar or somebody's going to try to get into that cellar to get to whatever was in there. So he wouldn't leave the site until the morning.
Ilmarin strikes up a random conversation with a halfling family whose house he dived through their window.
They sort of offer you a place to stay, actually, so you can crash on our floor if you wish.
Actually, I wouldn't mind some rest. Because Ilmarin hasn't slept for a few days. So,
Right.
And given recent events, maybe his grip on reality had slipped a little bit or hadn't slipped a bit. He's not entirely sure anymore. So a good night's rest or meditation will help him refocus his mind.
Okay.
Can I take a wound roll? Rest recovery wound roll.
Okay, go for it.
That will do.
93 endurance. Oh, it's a plus something roll, isn't it?
Yeah.
The night goes with that incident.
Lovely.
And soon it is time to travel up to the house. The body is still thrashing around on the back of the cart.
That's interesting because we've destroyed the thing.
I mean, yes, but it's already been saturated in necromantic powers, Mordek.
Magic.
Yes, magic.
Before we take this body up the hill, let's cut away the sheets around its face and just make sure what we've got.
Can we do
here.
that once we get there?
I'd rather do it now because if we do it when we're there and it's a living halfling, it's going to make us look like idiots.
Again.
Be my guest then.
Hagen takes out a dagger and cuts away the area of the sheet just around the thing's face, around the body's face.
Okay, it's got very dark shadows around its eyes, sunken eyes, even though it's probably only been dead less than 24 hours. And it looks dead, and it's sort of gnashing at the air in front of you.
All right, we're good to go, guys. Let's take it up the hill.
Don't fall in the back.
Okay, this time when you get up the hill to the manor house, the gates are open. Guards are stood there. And the way up to the path up to the house is guarded on either side. There's plenty of guards out and about. You reckon there's roughly about 20 sort of based in the grounds, and you're led into the house.
Are they letting us bring their bodies and stuff in?
Yeah. You're told to leave them outside the house.
Can we suggest that the Lord comes outside then and looks at this first?
He'll probably send someone out to have a look at it. And you're led into the big dining room again.
Ilmarin's going to stay outside with the bodies.
Okay.
One, because he fears that the evidence is going to be destroyed, and two, he doesn't really want to be in there.
You notice the set of bounty hunters there.
On the outside or on the inside?
On the inside, sitting down.
Ilmarin won't see this.
They sort of open up their cloaks again and start pouring at their pistols, and mainly staring at Johan.
Hagen just doesn't even understand the significance of what they're doing. He just walks past them.
And a manservant sort of shows you where to sit. My angry friends, please sit. As the Lord stands and ushers you to sit.
My Lord LaRue, did the sergeant of your guard this morning make you aware of what we encountered last night in the village?
He did, yes. And I understand that you've taken to burning down the tavern now, yes? I would have... Seems
by Sigmar's will, Lord LaRue.
You say there was some form of chaos there, a taint? Maybe?
Beneath the tavern, there was some sort of temple to the chaos murder god. One of its champions and a demon came from beneath, and we did battle with it in the tavern.
On my travels here, we came across a lot of strange things. Each of the taints of chaos were represented somewhere on our journey. It seems very strange. Normally they keep well apart.
We battled chaos on the way here as well, didn't we, lads?
Indeed.
What was it?
Well, we faced off against
which of them chaos bloody types?
We faced off against the Pestilence Lord and Middenheim and the Changer of Ways on the way here, or agents thereof.
Yeah.
Considering how apart the moot is from the taint of chaos, it seems very strange that. Well, to me especially, and like I say, they normally, unless they're battling, they normally keep well apart from each other. But we met some of the Changers cultists. We came. There is pestilence within the moot itself now, and I am convinced that it is part of the big green monster.
Perhaps they are battling. Sure, they have their own secret wars.
Or perhaps they are meeting them for something or other.
Which is even a more terrifying thought, my lord. But yes, we can't discount the possibility that they are aligning under some powerful warlord.
Well, things go well, then I would like to count on you as allies. You will not be allying with my order, but you will be allying with myself. And and I would like, it'd be nice to count on yourselves as well.
There was
That'd be fair.
Some, what we believe, dark magical amulet that the tavern keeper was wearing that we think may be relating to these problems, and I'll unfurl the picture that Ilmarin drew and kind of offer it in his direction.
We battled a undead direwolf last night also, my lord.
Yes, there is many wolves, big ones. But we got somewhere last night. There is an old desecrated shrine to the one that you follow, my friend. Points towards Hagen. Within the hills, and there is some form of cave there. We followed some of the things into the cave, but decided it was probably not the right thing to enter in, during the night.
Hey, so you'd be saying that there'd be a place of Ulrich in being coveted by the undead?
There was lots of blood everywhere.
Is it the undead or is it chaos or is it the ruinous powers?
I believe. Well, we followed the one of the ghouls into the hole.
I struggle to know if these things be related.
Something's going on. I don't want to know exactly what. I just want to destroy it.
Well, my lord, you called us here this morning as part of a planning conference. Do you have a direction that you are intending to take in your investigation?
Well, we were going to organize some form of search of the local area between all of us, but as I said, this the shrine has been desecrated, and no, I know you were as no priest, but maybe you can.
As a follower and a knight of Ulrich, it's my duty to cleanse any temple that's been corrupted by evil. So we would pursue that, my lord.
Well, if you pursue that, then me and my men will. I intend to take a trip to the border, just to make sure that this is not being spiked by a more powerful foe from the darker side of the border.
That is fair. If you can show us on a map where you found this corrupted shrine, we can pursue cleansing it.
He asked you to come up to the top of the table, and he's got this big map in front of him, and he sort of, it's to the northeast of where the manor house is, probably a day's travel, maybe a bit shorter. And it would be traveling up there and staying out there in the dark.
Yeah, I'll make a note of it because I've got navigation. So
he gets one of his men who looked very, he's dressed very well in fine clothes, and he starts sketching a map out for you.
And my lord, our original reasons for coming up here related to another matter. Would you be so kind as, if you know, to point out on the map where we might find the waters from the wild spring in this area?
It is said that the spring is within that cavern.
Fortuitous then.
Yes.
Assuming it's not tainted.
Indeed. Yeah, what else were you seeking?
Isn't there something else up here?
Arrow route from the region. Yes.
That goes around that area anyway. It goes all over the hills.
Well, my lord LaRue, we will travel forth to cleanse this desecrated shrine to Ulrich, and then we will return once the deed is done.
Please take your fill of the foods that we have and fill your bags. You are very welcome.
Did you wish to see the creature?
Yes, I will come with you now and have a look.
We
So
escort him out to.
he follows you outside. As he gets outside, he takes a long, hard look at the elf, says nothing, and then looks beyond the elf at the cart and the thrashing body.
So this was the Chaos Warrior that we felled, and obviously this was the halfling necromancer who returned from the dead once he was slain.
To
He was the one wearing the amulet.
To kill such a warrior takes a lot of skill.
Fortunately, Ulrich guides my hammer, and Johann's bullets are quite powerful.
Very good. Okay.
It had a demon alongside it.
The demon, you say?
I'll describe definitely what Johann doesn't know as a bloodletter.
Yeah, it sounds like some form of blood demon.
It was the shrine to that particular foul thing that was below the tavern.
Okay. Well, like I say, make your fill of the food, and we will be leaving within the hour to travel to the border.
Thank you, my lord. We will burn these bodies and then head our way out to the shrine that you've indicated.
We will be traveling for around about a week. So if you are successful, could you leave a message with my men here?
I have a question, my lord.
Yes.
Have you had much dealings with this bandit group? What were they? Were they the Black Hand or the Red Hand or
Blackfoot?
Blackfoot?
No, I cannot say I have. Are they local or?
Yeah.
They are in the mood. If you come across them, they are dishonorable
Okay.
And mutants.
and murderers.
And mutants.
Okay. Thank you for the warning.
So we burn the bodies, get our provisions, and head up into the hills.
Okay.
And I will wish him a successful quest in Bretonnian.
Okay. Thank you, and you too. Leave word with one of my guards if you are successful.
We will,
If
my
I
lord.
hear nothing from you, I will travel there with my men myself. I know that many words have been spoken about a vampire, but I am 90% sure that it is no vampire.
What makes you so sure?
Because I have dealt with enough of them in my time.
Fortunately, I have not.
It is female, definitely, but I do not believe it is a vampire.
Well, we thank you for your counsel, my lord, and we will see what we can do. And then Hagen looks over at Johann and Mordek. He's like, thinking to himself, it's for sure this guy's wife, but we can't say that right now.
It's all right. Johann immediately knows what you're saying just from the look.
Okay.
Definitely not
So-
sharpening some steaks.
No.
on the way.
You head out and the weather is good, and you make good time across the hills. You pick some arrowroot up along the way. And just before dusk, you come across some standing stones in a hollow, and there is a stone slab, with on the floor in front of it is a wolf's head, and it's doused in blood, and there is blood all over the slab.
During the journey, could I have made a steak for each of us?
Absolutely.
I'm not saying that there's a vampire around, but I'm no expert on the rituals of Ulrich Hagen, but that doesn't look right to me.
No, it's a shame that Carolyn isn't here, but she was needed in Middenheim. We'll have to do our best, but I think before we can at least remove the desecration, we'll have to deal with whatever creatures exist within
There
the
is a
cave.
small river nearby as well, so if you would be able to get some water. And
At least we can wash away the blood now. Well, that's what Hagen would start to do. He'd start taking bucket loads to the shrine and trying to cleanse the stone and the wolf skull.
Elmarin, do you see anything untoward?
Jim, do I see anything untoward? I'm
With
assuming he
your-
means with second sight.
there is a menacing cave entrance.
And any magic?
There's something within that is evil.
I mean, there's a cave, and I don't think I need to point out, but it's kind of covered in blood. It's definitely evil. I don't think you need my eyes to see that.
No, I more meant if there was something that I couldn't see around the altar.
No, not that I can see.
All right, then I'll give Hagen a hand and I'll help Hagen.
While I respect
water
your
and-
traditions, we are approaching dusk. I would suggest that we don't linger.
If you can convince Hagen, I agree.
What? I understand, Elmarin. So it's best that we strike at the cave now while the sun is still in the sky.
Yes, because
Let's go forth then.
we can clean this.
No, you're
afterwards.
right. You're right.
Yeah.
I was so enraged by what I saw here that I wasn't thinking.
I
straight.
understand. I
Let's-
would feel the same if someone had to face altars of my gods, but we must act prudently at this moment in time.
I mean, I will
Yes.
throw the bucket of water I have over it and then kind of go, yeah, let's get going. Just because I was already holding it.
So, how are you going about going into this cave? Obviously, it's dark. Mordek and Ilmarin can see within.
Lanterns, I think.
Okay.
Ilmarin will attempt. Let's see if it works. No. I can't cast magic. No, I was going to attempt to light myself, light something up, but ultimately I
mean,
failed.
he
It
tells us
fizzled.
he's a wizard, but
It just fizzles. Nothing happens. And Ilmarin goes, yeah, use lanterns. That's what I was trying to suggest. I wasn't waving my hands for any other reason.
yeah, I'll carry a lantern.
Might I
Okay.
suggest we travel in pairs with guns and arrows at the back and axes and hammers at the front, and then each pair will have somebody who can see in the dark if the lanterns go out.
Wise, Elmarin. Wise tactics.
I'm getting used to this,
Shall
It's
we,
all right.
Mordek?
I'm quite.
As
I'll
soon
just kind of
when-
whisper to Amarin. I'm kind of happy being behind Hagen.
As soon as you enter the cave, there is quite a steep incline, and as you sort of you can hear running water echoing around the cave as you delve deeper and deeper down this trail.
On high alert with a knocked arrow.
Yeah, my gun is out.
Okay. The corridor or the passageway opens up into quite a large room, and you can, in the corner near you is a pool with water bubbling up from it, and there's a little sort of stream of it that goes through, and it creates a bigger pool at the far side of the cave.
Is the water tainted, Amarin?
Okay, I'm going to look at the water, Jim. Second sight. Is it tainted?
It's spring water, so it's coming from direct from the ground, basically. So it's as pure as it would come. There is something in the big pool or beyond the big pool that makes you feel uneasy.
I relay all of this back to the guys. The water appears pure, but there is something beyond, and it makes my skin crawl.
That makes me not want to reach in and get water.
Hagen starts walking towards the big pool because that means whatever's there has to be killed, so that the temple or the shrine can be reconsecrated. So it's just what Hagen does.
It's what he does.
When it comes to dying stupid, he's the man you want.
Okay. As you get close to the spring water, is obviously to one corner, and it sort of the stream runs from that down into the pool. So the pool's probably been made from a long time with this spring water coming up from the ground. So if you wanted to get some water for the wild water, then you would be able to without no danger to yourselves.
Okay, I'll get it from the spring, not from the pool.
Okay. So as you, Hagen, trudge towards the water, two figures manifest themselves either side of you, and they are floating, and they are of shadow, and they carry scythes. And
Sure, this is going to be fine.
You'll be fine.
You can see straight through them. Everybody get ready for a fight. Okay.
Right. Just as a head count, how many of us are wielding magical weapons?
Hagen.
And is my weapon's magical? My sword's magical. I'm wielding Guardian. It was a magical sword that Jim gave me.
That's true.
That's
So I'm wielding a magical sword. And
sadly, Mordek gave up his talking
Mordek
axe.
gave his talking axe.
I'm not sure sadly is what I would say there.
But depends on the circumstances.
Okay. So, Ilmarin, you see these two things appear?
Ilmarin probably wouldn't know to begin with that these creatures are likely to be ethereal. That's my own personal knowledge of the Warhammer world.
You can see through them.
So Ilmarin's going to loose an arrow. Bit like Legolas does in the Tomb of the Dead.
Absolutely. Go for it.
He misses, unsurprisingly.
So I'm just saying what that said. Okay. What did you do? Sorry.
I shot an arrow. It unsurprisingly missed.
Yeah. Okay. Hagen.
Hagen looks. I mean, are they within melee distance of him now? Have they just appeared right next to him?
One definitely is. The other one is in between you and the rest of the group.
What foul spirit are you? And then he swings Hammersight around to try to strike at this scythe-wielding, shrouded, incorporeal creature. I'm sure it'll go well.
Well, I assume it is. It should be fine.
Crap. Hold on, I got to reset my advantage to 0. I forgot to do that.
Make me a cool test.
Hammersight makes him immune to having to take cool
tests. It does, doesn't it? Sorry. Yeah.
It's the best thing. Hammersight's awesome, but man, I almost whiffed that. Marginal success with my magic hammer. Ooh, it still gets through though.
Okay. Your
22.
hammer, it's where its right arm should be, and it passes through it. And you feel your hammer bite into it, and as your swing goes through it, it fades from light and disappears.
All right.
It was just that quick.
My Hammerzite.
Johan.
Strike, my friends.
Yep. I'm filling up the water thing, I think, at the moment.
Okay.
I think that's what I was doing. I probably haven't
Yep.
even noticed what's going on.
Mordek.
Well, I'm going to try and twat one.
Okay.
I think taking home advantage. Here we go. I'm going to charge.
Make me a cool test.
Hi.
And we got +1 SL from Hammerzite. Oh no!
Do
that's
I
so
have a
bad.
reroll?
You should. It's a fortune point, right? Or
I should laugh. Sorry, but you and cool test. It's just
Oh, no. And it's one of my highest stats.
You can
It's
use a
so-
fortune point.
to reroll it.
Yeah, you can use
Yeah,
a
I
fortune
will.
reroll.
Axel Mo 55 says he did give us a reroll. So for
Oh,
whoever wanted to
fantastic.
use it.
I will use
No, I
that
think
one.
that
Thank
was
you very
Phil
much.
Marin, I believe.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
anyway, I'm going to make a roll. And hopefully not get an impressive failure. There we go.
Marginal success. Right on the nose. So that's +1 SL
Okay.
though. So
Yeah.
Depends on their
Mm.
fear rating.
You needed 3 success.
oh.
You are now filled with terror.
Every time.
So you are filled with 3. You're filled with 5 terror ratings.
Right, now this is on the effects, isn't it?
Yeah.
Could be, yeah.
Which one is it?
If you click
You
the
can
just hit
apply
apply.
button, if you click the
Yeah,
apply
you
button,
click-
Yeah, I've obviously got to click the thing which we haven't got. So yeah, you've
It's
got
on the effects. I think it's the one with the screaming looking skull.
Right. Okay. How'd you mark it as 3 times then? Because I can only click on it and I know that's fair. Because terror's the same thing, isn't it?
yeah, it's 3 broken conditions.
Oh, would he only have 2 because he actually gets 1 success level from Hammerzite?
He would have 2. And he's got a terror of 3. So he gets 3. He gets the terror rating plus the number of success levels below 0. So he's failed 1, isn't he? So it'd
No,
be
he
4.
actually passed. He rolled 63, which is a flat pass for him.
Yeah, but he needed 3 success levels.
It was down 2 because he got 1 for Hammerzite.
Yeah,
So
so I think he takes
He's
2
terror 2.
broken conditions.
2 broken conditions.
Okay.
So he's still, bricking it, but not quite.
Ah,
so-
right. So it's 2 broken conditions.
Mhm.
1,
Yeah. Resolving
2.
this
There you go. Brilliant. Tool tests.
I don't think I've seen a
involving
Dowie
running
run
harder.
so much.
Am I running, or is it just -2?
I
Could just be
don't think you
gibbering.
can advance on it. I think you're basically
can't.
frozen to the spot.
Okay. It moves and it is going to we'll roll a d6, 1, 2 being Johan, 3, 4 being Ilmarin, 5, 6 being Mordek.
Of course.
Okay. Oof.
Does it now come down to our
Yeah,
skill level?
your base skill, so you'll win that one because your dodge is higher than his weapon skill.
dodge is one of my very best talents.
So Ilmarin, it's your go.
I gain advantage for that as well. I don't know.
Mhm.
Yes.
But
Oh,
I
I
assume
said
I
elves
have.
were dodgy.
Yeah, they are. I assume I have to
Did
do a
you
cool
make-
test.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
What is fear but the precursor to bravery? He's going to swing at it with his magical sword.
Ooh.
I've
We'll
got a
see how he
reroll, but
does
I'm
that.
going to see how he does first.
All right.
I'll leave it just because I roll worse, and he will take 11 points of magical damage.
And you gain another advantage.
I do indeed.
Okay. Hagen.
Hagen will charge in and strike, and we outnumber him now, so
Yeah, he's going to take a kick in.
could hurt. Could hurt. To the head. 29 points of damage to the head.
Yeah, you feel it bite again
29.
and it disappears into nothingness as Hammerzite cleaves it.
Mordek.
Think,
Yep.
go
The front of your
quiet.
pants are wet.
Can't drink. He runs from a fight.
You gather some water, Johan. You've not noticed this going on behind you. But you do turn around and Mordek does look like he's seen a ghost. Literally.
You're right, Mordek. You look like you've seen a ghost.
What you did?
And we
Kind
shall
of
leave
look
it there.
around.
Yeah, and we shall leave it there for tonight. So thank you very much, everybody, for joining us. A little bit shorter than it normally was due to technical issues, but we got there in the end. Thank you for joining us. Hope you enjoyed it. Please join us on Discord, Garblag Discord. Have we got anything going on tomorrow?
Tomorrow night, Garblag North America is going to be back to Achtung Cthulhu and probably our last episode in Egypt before we move on to, I believe, Nepal.
Oof. Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Good Nazi punching.
Anything happening on the Friday?
Blades in the Dark. I believe.
Josh's last episode of his run of Blades in the Dark is this Friday. Yes.
Excellent. And then next week, we've got a City of Mist on Monday.
I think so.
And then I believe it's Coriolis on Tuesday.
I believe that is correct.
Sounds cool. And then back with us, Reprobates again on Wednesday. So thank you again. I know I keep repeating myself, but thank you for joining us. And we'll see you next week.
Good night.